Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. Today's topic, I am from San Antonio, Texas, for those of you that might not know that. And right now in San Antonio, Fiesta week is going on. So today's topic is Fiesta. Everybody say Fiesta with intent and get the words in front of you. Ready? Fiesta. Again, ready? Fiesta. And let's all smile with intent. We have to practice smiling every day. Ready? Here we go. Very good. Fiesta is a really big deal if you grow up in San Antonio. In fact, Lisa with Parkinson Voice Project, she lives in San Antonio, and her daughter will be performing in the Flambeau Parade. That's the night parade on Saturday. So I'm hoping we'll get to see a photo next week, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my grandfather who was named El Rey Feo in the 1980s. So it'll be a fun session, and if you've never heard of Fiesta or El Rey Feo, I think you'll enjoy learning about it. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. We'll go ahead with the first speak out exercise, the warm up. I want you to lift your voice and project it forward. Make those syllables fly forward over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Connect all the syllables. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Even though I'm using my hands to cue you, it really is better if you don't use your hands, except for the glide. The glide is the one that using the hand might be helpful, but otherwise just sit back in your chair, let your voice do the work, let your voice fly forward, but I'll use my hands to help you. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. One more time. Really lift the voice. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. Wow, I'm working hard on a scale of 1 to 10. How much effort are you putting forth? Go ahead and chat and tell us what number. How much effort on a scale of 1 to 10? I think I'm putting 11 or 12. Take your sip of water too before we move on. The next speak out exercise, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and let that ah fly forward. Just imagine you can see it flying up and over your computer. Here we go. Ah. Good. Again. Keep that mouth wide open. Let's do it again. Keep the the same way. Don't let it trail off. It's just shooting forward. Let's do it again. And one more with intent. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water. I'm definitely a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. If you've never chatted with us on our website, you'll see the box that says type in your nickname. It's a little bit harder to see if you're on a cell phone, so hopefully you're practicing from a computer or an iPad, but you'll see kind of a yellow, orangish box that says type in your nickname. Just type in your first name and where you're from, and then you'll be able to see the chat. Even if you're not going to chat throughout the session, I encourage you to put your first name and where you're from so that you can see the really cute images that Elizabeth and Sandy post during the session. They can be very motivating and funny. All right, moving on to speak out exercise number 3, the glides. Project out a steady ah and then slowly glide up. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Very nice. Let's do it again. Good. Let's do it again. Good. How are you doing? Hang in there. Let's do another glide. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. By the way, today we have our Parkinson sing-along. We need all of you to participate in it. Elizabeth will post the Zoom link where you can hop on after this session every Thursday. Every Thursday. If you're practicing live, or actually even if you're not practicing live, every Thursday I want you to plan on exercising your voice for an hour. You'll do the exercises with me, and then you'll hop on that. We post the sing-along video every afternoon. So even if you're not practicing live, if it's the middle of the night in Australia, I still want you to do an online session with me and then go watch the recording of the sing-along. All right, we are going to do the counting, and I want to have time to talk about Fiesta, so we're just going to count to 10 forward and backward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice I'm connecting them. We'll go a little bit slower, use more intent. Go backwards, start with 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not thinking about the breathing. We're just thinking about lifting and projecting our voices forward. Let's count to 5, forward and backward. You'll say the number 5 twice. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So today's topic is Fiesta, and I would like to show you a picture of my grandfather. In the 1980s, my grandfather was named El Rey Feo. Does anybody know what that means? El Rey Feo. So for Fiesta Week, you have King Antonio, right? But El Rey Feo stands for the ugly king, and that is the king of the poor. And this is my grandfather, Ralph Karam. So in order to be named El Rey Feo, whoever's competing to be named El Rey Feo, you have a few months to raise as much money as you can. And my grandfather raised $51,000. This was in the 1980s, and at that point, that was the most money that any candidate had raised. So he became the ugly king, and his platform was Remember the Forgotten Ones. I was a freshman in high school at the time. I suppose you could say that I learned about charities and helping other people. I learned a lot from my grandfather, Ralph Karam, El Rey Feo. We used to visit people in nursing homes. We used to go to orphanages. We'd walk in with these big fruit baskets and mariachis and costumes. And in a moment, in a little bit, I'll show you a picture of my grandfather and myself and my cousin on a float during Fiesta Week. We were on the El Rey Feo court. My grandfather used to have a saying, and maybe you can all repeat this. He would say, the measure of love is to love without measure. Let's all say that a couple times and really speak out. The measure of love is to love without measure. Try it again, more intent. The measure of love is to love without measure. Isn't that wonderful? All right, we're going to move on to the reading material. And for those of you that are new, I look to the side because I have 2 screens in front of me. So Fiesta, again, sing along today, right afterwards, Fiesta. Let's read each sentence 2 times. The second time use more intent. Ready? Fiesta means party in Spanish. Again, with more intent. Fiesta means party in Spanish. Good. Fiestas are associated with vibrant colors. Again, with more intent. Fiestas are associated with vibrant colors. Go ahead and name the colors that you see. This is actually a headband. I wish I had one. I would have worn it today. This is like a headband that women will wear during Fiesta Week. Go ahead and name the colors that you see. Say each one with intent. Let's read the next sentence. Fiesta is a San Antonio celebration every April. Now I want you to say every single word with intent. Let's do it again. Fiesta is a San Antonio celebration every April. Next. There are parades and festivals for 10 days. More intent. There are parades and festivals for 10 days. Take a sip of water, everyone, before we move on. This is the Queen's coronation. a beautiful ceremony where all of these women come in these beautiful gowns. So it's just really neat. And go ahead and describe this picture with intent. What do you see? This picture was taken at the San Antonio Riverwalk, and this actually looks like the El Rey Feo court. I'm not 100% sure. And here is a picture from the 1980s, and you're barely going to see me. This is my grandfather, Ralph Karam, El Rey Feo. This is my cousin here, and you really can't see me. You see my arms sticking out? That's me. You can kind of see the side of my face. I believe I was 13 or 14 years old when this picture was taken. So I want you, with intent, name some items that you would see at a parade. At a parade, what would you say? Say every word with intent. Let's go ahead and do Dr. Boone's words. I think about my grandfather a lot with Parkinson Voice Project. He would be so proud of what we've been able to accomplish, and I keep him right here all the time, and very special person. And again, I do believe that I learned most of the skills that I use for Parkinson Voice Project. I learned from my grandfather, whether it is about caring about other people or working hard like we did in his Mexican restaurant in San Antonio. Grew up working at Karam's Mexican dining room from as soon as I was allowed to work. So let's say these syllables with intent 2 times. Ready? Gu la gan ga ga. Again. Gu la gan ga ga. The next one. Ku ka man gu ka. Again. Ku ka man gu ka. Next one. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Very good. We're going to move on to the bonus reading. Bonus reading is a lot more challenging. Can you speak out the whole time? Can you maintain your focus? It's about focus, concentration, and every word being thrown over your computer. Let's read it with intent. Ready? The second king to reign over Fiesta is El Rey Feo, the ugly king. This monarch comes from a medieval tradition in which peasants elected one of their own as king for a day. The first Rey Feo was crowned in 1947. He became an official part of Fiesta in 1980. Let's read this again, and so you've seen the words now. We're going to read it with even more intent. Ready? Really speak out. The second king to reign over Fiesta is El Rey Feo, the ugly king. This monarch comes from a medieval tradition in which peasants elected one of their own as king for a day. The first Rey Feo was crowned in 1947. He became an official part of Fiesta in 1980. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I hope that you will hop on to the Parkinson sing-along really sing with intent, sing out. Even if you don't think you're a good singer, it doesn't matter. You will be exercising the muscles that you use for swallowing. Singing also helps to improve the inflection of your voice so that you don't end up with a monotone voice. You have more color in your voice. Thank you so much. For tomorrow, one of our Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers will be leading the online session, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.